I just got back from seeing Fantastic Four First Steps. I want to talk with you guys about it here on the channel. I don't do movie reviews a whole lot, but this is a big summer full of amazing comic book movies. We gotta talk about this here today. Before we do so though, we got some new merch that you guys gotta check out. One shirt, it's the 4. You guys wanna get that design, especially with this movie now coming out in theaters. Check that link in the description box below and hit that thumbs up button if you're looking forward to Fantastic Four First Steps. All right, let's get into this. Big shout outs to Marvel Studios Canada for inviting me out to an early screening for this movie. We're gonna talk about this. The first thing I wanna start with was my social media reaction that I immediately posted as I got out of the theater. I truly believe that Fantastic Four First Steps is a movie that Jack Kirby would have been really proud to see. This really does feel like it honors the characters he helped create. And it's the version of the first family that a lot of you out there have been waiting to see for a very long time. I'm not a big hater of the Tim Story Fantastic Four movies, okay? They're a guilty pleasure of mine, but they're not great by any stretch of the imagination. And I certainly didn't like the other Fantastic Four movie that came out a long time ago. We don't really think about it a whole lot these days, though. This movie here, though, this is the definitive live-action Fantastic Four. This is the one to be excited about. This is the one that I know a lot of Fantastic Four fans are going to love. And what is this movie about? Okay, well, in this film, the team, the 4, they're already established in this world, and they are kind of the heroes of this world. It's a brand new universe. We got a clean slate here. It's not a part of the mainline MCU films. This is all in its own dimension. And so they don't really have to worry about playing by the rules of the canon of anything that's already happened or any of the movies that have already come out in the MCU. They can kind of just start fresh and do their own thing. And then that's exactly what's happening here. Like I said, the Fantastic Four kind of just already exist and they're doing their thing and they're saving the city from all these different wacky villains. It's awesome. And then Silver Surfer arrives and warns the planet of the impending doom of Galactus. The planet is marked for death, and the rest of the movie essentially becomes a race against time as the team try to figure out how to stop Galactus from consuming the planet. I think what I really love about this movie is that it's full of heart, all right? It's got all those beats that you come to expect from a film like this. It really plays on those themes of family, but it's also juxtaposed to this sense of dread. Every second that Galactus is on screen, it is terrifying in all the best ways. And getting to see this movie in IMAX, getting to see Galactus in all his comic accurate glory in IMAX, I wouldn't want it any other way. I gotta give kudos to Marvel for really holding back in the marketing. If you think you've seen a lot of Galactus in the trailers or these, TV spots and stuff, no, you have not seen nothing yet. And Ralph Ineson, you've probably seen interviews with this guy. That voice is insane and like perfect for Galactus, like freaking picture perfect for Galactus. The dude has that gravitas, and again, every word that this character says, it's scary. It's so good. As for the family themselves, I mean, for lack of a better word, they're fantastic. Joseph Quinn plays such a good Johnny Storm. Okay, not to knock on any of the previous interpretations, but I really did like in this movie that for as much as, he likes his ladies and all this and that, and he's that kind of character, and he's got the funny quips, he's also really smart. There's a lot to bring to the table, which should be the case because he was among the crew that went to space initially, that when they all got hit by the cosmic rays and got their powers, he was well equipped enough and smart enough to be among the team that was sent on that mission to space in the first place, and they didn't forget that throughout this movie. He plays a huge role in his own smarts to provide for the team. His role wasn't just as simple as, oh, here's the guy who says the funny thing from time to time. Hi, it has that. There is that element for sure. So if that's what you want out of Johnny Storm, you're going to get that. But you're going to get some more layers to this character that maybe weren't previously explored. And then Eben Moss-Backrack, or Cousin Richie, he plays the Thing in this film, also did such a good job. The CGI is amazing, and the design, I mean, it leans into what I was saying at the beginning, right? Jack Kirby would have been so proud to see this version of the Thing looking the way that he does in this movie. And, you know, considering that in this film, they're a well-established team already and they've been doing their thing and the world knows about the Fantastic Four, we've kind of gone a little further past the shame or just the way that the Thing feels so left out from society. And now he's a bit more comfortable with who he is. And he's also, you know, he's an esteemed member of his community. They don't completely forget about that aspect of the character. And sometimes, you know, you feel him falling back into that sense of sadness. And I really do like that there were hints and notes of it. Because at the end of the day, I mean, the Thing really is a tragic character. But I really do enjoy that this movie was a great showcase of his love for his family and his friends and the people around him, and as well for his community. You know, he comes from Yancey Street. That means a lot to the character, and this movie wanted to make sure that you knew that. And the Pedro Pascal hate, like, it's just, we gotta stop, okay? This dude is such a phenomenal actor. I already knew he was gonna crush it as Reed Richards, okay? I was not expecting how much I was going to enjoy his performance as this character. Reed Richards is supposed to be the smartest mind of this world. He has the answer to every question. He's got the invention to help with every scenario, but there are no more terrifying words for a man this knowledgeable than "I don't know." And only Pedro Pascal in this role was able to perform those words with such weight. And I really do love that they go deep into how this character is so consumed by his work. And also, you know, for this guy that has fought all of the crazy villains that these characters have been established to have fought, I do find it kind of funny and kind of interesting that one of the most terrifying things for this guy is being a father. Because sometimes, like, that can be a daunting concept, right? And again, Pedro Pascal nails it in this movie. Absolutely nails it. The hate's gotta end. It's gotta stop. But the real star here of the movie is Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. She is the beating heart of Fantastic Four First Steps. Her strength, both as a mom and as a superhero, and the way that sometimes they're interchangeable and that you can't really distinguish one from the other, it all really comes through in this movie. And the way she uses her powers, but also, you know, the way that you can tell that she would go to such great lengths to protect her family, all of that really shines here. I do think that amongst all of the members of the Fantastic Four in this movie, it's Vanessa Kirby who is giving the standout performance 100%. There's also Julia Garner as Silver Surfer. Now, this is a non-spoiler review, so I don't want to get too deep into specifics about a character, but I will say that I was surprised how much there was for the character of Silver Surfer in this movie. They go a lot further into this character, into Shia LaBeouf, than I thought they were going to. And, you know, I do have some nitpicks with the movie, okay? I don't think that it was a perfect movie, okay? There are some problems. And then one of the biggest problems that I do have is that I feel like it starts out swinging, all right? This movie begins at a breakneck speed, and it leads to some big set pieces, but then we really slow things down from the second act to lead into the third act. And I am all about watching Reed Richards talk science, okay? I'm all about seeing the chemistry with all the actors and watching the family dynamic play out. I think all that stuff is great. But I wish that, you know, where the red light was ahead, we kind of just slowly came to a stop. I'll also say, you know, there's some shoddy CGI, okay, in this movie. I think a large majority of it is good, okay? Again, the Thing, all the CGI there is great. Silver Surfer looks amazing. Galactus, glorious, okay? All the stuff that you want them to get right, they definitely get right. There's just a couple of moments, a couple of little shots here and there where I was like, ooh, that's looking a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, those are minor nitpicks in the grand scheme of things. I think people are really gonna enjoy this movie, and I think as well people are gonna love the aesthetic in this movie. That 60s vibe, that retro-futuristic city. You know, when people say that they go to the movies for that escapism, to get away from the real world for a little bit, these are the kinds of movies that they're talking about. You get sucked into this world. You get a break from your real world to live in this 60s retro-futuristic New York. It's really, really well done. I tip my hat to Matt Shakman and his team and everybody who worked on this movie for bringing it all together, for bringing it all to life. And just, wow, what a great summer it was for comic book movies, especially for Marvel. Big win with Thunderbolts, now into Fantastic Four. It is really great to look forward to these movies again and get excited for what's next. Which, I mean, speaking of which, okay, you guys are Marvel fans, you already know the drill. You're not getting up when the credits start rolling. But in this case, if you really have to pee or something, hold it in. Stay for the credits. We're going to talk more about it in a spoiler review, but stay for the credits. I'm gonna give Fantastic Four First Steps a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see it again. But all right, with that being said, now I want to kick it to you guys. Sound off your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you had a chance to see the movie yet? Are you looking forward to it? I want to hear everything you guys have to say in the comments. Grab the merch, linked in the description. It's gonna be linked on screen as well. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.